for he did not have a bride. Oh, he sighed, alas, and he pined, alas, but alas, the prince couldn't find a lass who would suit his mother's pride. For a princess is a delicate thing, delicate and dainty as a dragonfly's wing. You can recognize a lady by her elegant air, but a genuine princess is exceedingly on a stormy night. To the castle door came the lass the prince had been waiting for. I'm a princess lost, quoth she. But the queen was cool and remained aloof, and she said, perhaps, but we'll need some proof. I'll prepare a test and see. I will test her thus, the old queen said. I'll put 20 downy mattresses upon her bed, and beneath those 20 mattresses I'll place one tiny pea. If that pea disturbs her slumber, then a true princess is she. The bed was soft and extremely tall, but the dainty lass didn't sleep at all, and she told them so next day. Said the queen, my dear, if you felt that pea, then we've proof enough of your royalty. Let the wedding music play. And the people shouted quietly, for a princess is a delicate thing, delicate and dainty as a dragonfly's wing. You can recognize a lady by her elegant air, but a genuine princess is exceedingly rare. There are many versions of this story. I sing them all. This one is the prettiest, but it's not quite accurate. You see, I happen to know the true story of the Princess and the Pea for the very good reason that I was there. It was a small kingdom ruled over by a talkative queen and a mute king. The princess in the true story was not the only girl put to the test. She was actually one of 13 girls who went to the castle hoping to wed the prince, but who, for one reason or another, were found to be unsuitable. As a matter of fact, the day I arrived at court, they were testing princess number 12. A curious quiz was in progress.
Are you ready for the next question?
I guess so.
Well then, the next question concerns famous rulers. Are you quite ready?
Uh-huh.
Well then, name 3 kings. Is that clear?
Yes. Would you repeat the question, please?
Certainly. Name 3 kings.
May I take the third king first, please? Well then, 3 kings are...
Is this a trial?
No, it's a royalty test to see if she's a true princess.
King John, King Arthur, and...
Does it matter if she's a true princess?
Oh, yes. If she's a true princess, then we can all get married.
King Ethelred.
That is absolutely correct.
She's smart, Mama. She's the best one yet. Can I marry her now, Mama?
No, sweetheart. There's still one more question.
This test isn't going to be fair. It's the law that isn't fair.
Law?
The marriage law.
Throughout the land no one may wed, till Dauntless to the altar's led.
Dauntless?
The prince. Unless he gets married, none of us can.
You have now reached the 7th plateau, and here is your final question. It is divided into 4 parts and concerns a famous man often referred to as the Knight of the Red Cross. Number 1, what was his name? Number 2, what beast did he slay? Number 3, how many rows of teeth did the beast have, and what kind? And number 4, what was the middle name of the daughter-in-law of the best friend of the blacksmith who forged the sword that killed the beast?
1, St. George. 2, the dragon. 3, 12 rows of teeth, and they were iron. And 4, would you repeat the last question, please?
What was the middle name of the daughter-in-law of the best friend of the blacksmith who forged the sword that killed the beast?
The middle name?
The middle name.
The daughter-in-law?
In-law. You have 30 seconds.
Oh, pass. Please, please pass.
Do you speak, my lady?
Oh, no.
20 seconds.
I wish her success. She's a pretty little thing.
10 seconds. I'm terribly sorry. Your time is up.
Too bad, my dear, too bad. You do show a certain aptitude, but as for the true brilliance of royalty, well, I'm afraid not. However, to show that there are no hard feelings, here is a nice consolation prize for you. Goodbye, good luck, and get out. Dauntless, sweetheart, stop pouting. No, don't dilly-dally, Dauntless. It's nearly time for your cocoa.
Oh, I liked her.
So did I.
Why must every princess get the bird?
It's just absurd.
I've never heard a test so difficult to pass.
Alas, alas, is what I lack, alas, alas, alack.
Throughout the land, no one may wed till Dauntless shall his every bed. The lonely spinster's life go
And get the prince a royal wife.
We have an opening for a princess, for a genuine certified princess. Tell us when you intend to end this dilemma we're in. None of the ladies care to wait for someone to win. We have an opening for a princess, for a beautiful bona fide princess. Where's the beautiful knight who will right all the wrongs and done? None of the ladies are having any fun. What to do, what to do. Pity the ladies in waiting, pity the gentlemen too. 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12 contenders in a row. They came, they were tested, and swiftly requested to go. Princess, for a genuine certified princess. Tell us when you intend to send us a girl who can't pass.
Get the prince a royal wife.
The ladies are having any. No one is having any. No one is getting any younger. And it's been who knows how long since we've had an opening for a princess who's good enough, nice enough, sweet enough, smart enough, rich enough for our poor prince.
You are just arrived.
Yes, I am, Sir Wizard.
Splendid, splendid. Now, I take a perfectly plain piece of parchment paper. Those has no folds, creases, or concealed parts.
Excuse me, Cardamom, but I have to take the minstrel in to sign in with the castle steward. This way, please.
I'm on my way to Normandy. I won't be staying long.
I put up a good deal from you. Don't address me as Cardamon in court. Just because your father and I were in show business together, do not presume.
My darling, you missed the test.
Sweet Larkin, my responsibilities as chivalric knight of the Herald kept me busy.
The latest princess was a failure.
No.
Yes.
Bad luck. But don't despair, for if a true princess is not found in the next few months, I will go out and search for one myself, or I don't deserve to wear my spurs.
Darling,
My love?
do you remember the royal joust on Whitsunday when you won those spurs?
Of course.
When you were called Sir Harry, the fairest and bravest knight in all the land, and everyone agreed that you had a brilliant future ahead of you, that you might someday become Lord Chamberlain or even Prime Minister?
Well, I don't know about Prime Minister.
And do you remember the picnic we all had later on the greensward with the lovely cold pheasant?
Yes.
And you and I wandered away from the others to climb the hill and watch the sun go down?
Yes.
And there was a lark singing in the trees, and you said you'd remember that moment forever because the lark song reminded you of my name?
Yes, Larkin, yes.
And then we just couldn't wait any longer and ran off to be secretly married by the priest?
Of course.
Well, I'm going to have a baby. So you see, a princess for Dauntless must be found, and soon, or else I shall have to go away somewhere. Oh, darling, I'm so worried. This could ruin you, and then you'll never be prime minister or anything. Just say the word, Harry, and I'll go now. I'll go far away where they'll never find me. Just say the word.
No, you'll stay here. Why should both of us suffer just for a mistake you made?
Oh, Harry.
Don't be afraid. Everything's gonna be all right.
Thank you, Harry.
It won't be long, it won't be long, it won't because it can't be long before our dreams come true. And furthermore, it shan't be long because you know I can't belong to anyone but you. In a little while, just a little while, you and I will be 1, 2, 3, 4. In a little while, I will see your smile on the face of my son to be forever hand in glove. Is the way I have it planned, but I'll only stay in love if the glove contains your hand.
In a velvet gown, I'll be coming down the aisle, and it's bound to seem as though the waiting's only been in a little while.
Have you any idea how soon, my love?
November.
November?
My time is at a premium, for soon the world will see me a maternal bride to be. I know I mustn't worry, Harry, still I wish you'd hurry, Harry, Harry, marry me.
Officially. In a little while, just a little while, you and I will be 1, 2, 3, 4. In a little while, I will see your smile on the face of my son to be forever hand in glove. Is the way I have it planned, but I'll only stay in love if the glove contains your hand. I can see it all down to every small detail, so I'd wish you'd look around until you found a castle in the neighborhood for sale.
Don't dawdle. Dauntless, pick up your feet, for heaven's sake, and don't squint. I told you not to look at the sun.
Yes, Mama.
That's better. Sextimus! If I've told you once, I've told you 100,000 times. I will not have you playing these foolish games and running around in the halls. Just isn't dignified. We are the rulers of this kingdom, and if we don't set a proper example for the rest of the court, I'd like to know who will. I mean, what is the point of being a ruler if one isn't going to behave as a ruler should?
Mama,
What now?
Mama, when am I going to get my princess?
Dauntless, I don't want to discuss that now. It's time for your cocoa.
But Mama, sometimes I get the funniest feeling that you don't want me to get married.
Don't want you to get married? Don't want you to get married, Dauntless. Don't you trust me?
Of course,
Well, then
Mama,
how can
but-
you say such a thing? I want you to get married. How many times have I said to you, I want you to get married? Only this morning I was saying to your father, I said, Sextimus, I want that boy to get married. It just isn't normal for a boy that age to stay single. And after all, he's the prince, I said. Don't forget that. He's next in line for the throne. I mean, we're not exactly the oldest people in the world, but on the other hand, we're not going to live forever. And I just know I'd feel much better and much easier and more relaxed in my mind if that boy were married and settled and set. And that is absolutely verbatim, exactly what I said to your father this morning. Of course, he didn't say anything. He never does. But that's my cross of pain, and I don't want you to worry your head one tiny bit about the fact that your father and I don't get along and never have. If he makes me suffer and makes me miserable, I just have to put up with it, and I will not allow it to affect my child's attitude towards him or me. He may be a mean, stupid, dreadful, selfish, rotten man, but he is your father, and I want you to respect him. There's only one person who really cares about you and really worries about your health and your happiness and your future, and that's exactly what I'm talking about right now, your future. And I want to make myself absolutely clear. I want you to get married, but I don't want you to marry just anybody. After all, you're a prince. You must marry someone suitable, someone who's good enough and smart enough and fine enough for my good, nice, sweet, beautiful baby boy. And of course, she has to be a princess. That's the one thing I absolutely insist upon. She has to be a real, genuine, bona fide princess, just as I was. That's what you really want, isn't it? Someone like me. Oh, of course you do. Oh, if only I were 20 years younger. Just remember, you must...
Your Majesty, Your Highness.
Hello, Harry.
Don't interrupt. Well?
Sir Harry wishes to speak to you.
Well?
Madam, I have the honor to request a perilous labor. I wish to search for a true princess, one that will suit both you and Prince Dauntless's needs.
No.
Mama!
No. We've been through all of the eligible girls in all of the neighboring kingdoms, and there aren't any left. We simply have to wait for their little sisters to grow up. That will take years.
But madam, I plan to head north, over the mountains,
Over the mountains?
across the Badlands,
Across the Badlands?
and into the marshlands where the beautiful swamp lily grows.
Into the marshland? Are you out of your mind?
Let him go, Mama.
You won't
Let him
find
go.
anything there but frogs and tadpoles and things.
Mama!
Do you know what the weather there is like?
Mama,
Do you know how
please.
damp and foggy and disgusting and humid and oppressive?
Mama, let Sir Harry try. For me, please.
All right, go ahead. It's your sinus.
Hooray!
Come along, Dauntless. You've missed your cocoa.
Good luck, Harry. Good luck.
Don't be afraid, little Larkin, for I will search for a true princess, one who will be able to pass the queen's test.
I believe you. I'm not afraid.
And I shan't be away long.
Only fly as fast as you can, my love. We shall be waiting for you.
We?
You know. And wear this.
Next to my heart.
In a little while, just a little while, you and I will be 1, 2, 3, 4.
In a little while I will see your smile on the face of my son, to be forever hand in glove is the way I have it planned. But I'll only stay in love if the glove contains your hand. In a velvet gown you'll be coming down the aisle, and it's bound to seem as though the waiting's only been a little, in a little while.
Sir Harry's perilous journey took 3 weeks, and Lady Larkin had all but given up hope that he would find a true princess. Then, one sunny morning in mid-April, when the crocuses were just beginning to dot the meadows, the lookout in the north round tower spied 2 distant figures approaching at full gallop, The alarm was spread. Sir Harry is back. Sir Harry is back with the new princess. Now, let's see. How does this part go in the old story? On a stormy night to the castle door came the lass the prince had been waiting for. That, of course, is utterly untrue. It didn't storm that night at all. In fact, it wasn't even night, and the princess only looked as though she'd come in from a storm.
Actually, I swam the moat. Oh, but never mind. If I just stand right here, there's a nice draft and I'll be dry in no time.
Mama, look, she's all wet.
You swam the moat?
We tried to warn her, but she wouldn't wait for the drawbridge.
You swam the moat?
She seemed determined to arrive as soon as possible.
We had to get a rope and pull her out.
You swam the moat?
All right, I was a little anxious, but you see, my friend Sir Harry, he told me you had an opening for a princess. Any princess. And so I figured the early bird. Now, anyways, here I am, and who's the lucky man? Hey, Nonny, Nonny, is it you? Hey, Nonny, Nonny, is it you? Hey, Nonny, Nonny, is it you?
Nani noony neeny, nani noony no.
No!
Someone's being bashful. That's no way to be. Not with me. Can't you see that I am just as embarrassed as you? And I can understand your point of view. I've always been shy. I confess that I'm shy. Can't you guess that this confident air is a mask that I wear? 'Cause I'm shy, and you may be sure, way down deep I'm demure. Though some people I know might deny it, at bottom I'm quiet and pure. I'm aware that it's wrong to be meek as I am. My chances may pass me by. I pretend to be strong, but as weak as I am, all I could do is try. Oh well, I try. Though I'm frightened and shy, and despite the impression I confess that I'm living a lie. Because I'm actually terribly timid and horribly shy. Though a lady may be dripping with glamour, as often as not she will stumble and stammer when suddenly confronted with romance. And she's likely to fall on her face when she's finally face to face with a pair of pants. Quite often the lady's not as hard to please as she seems. Quite often she'll settle for something less than the man of her dreams. I'm going fishing for a mate. I'm gonna look at every book. But how much longer must I wait? With bated breath and hope. shy. I'm insane to know it, sir. You, sir. Then who, sir? Where, sir? And when, sir? I couldn't pretend, sir. So let's get this done, man. Get on with the fun, man. I am one man.
You swam the moat?
Does she ever say anything else except you swam the mountain?
Why don't you ask her yourself?
Is the only thing you ever say is,
Do you mean to ask me to believe that you are a true princess of the royal blood, and I am actually to understand that you have the nerve and the gall and the presumption to apply for my son's hand in marriage?
Mama, may I say something?
No. Do you imagine for one moment that I would consider you suitable for any son of mine? You are laboring under a very unfortunate misapprehension, my dear. My son isn't marrying any moat swimmer, not while I have breath in my body. But I haven't been feeling well, not well at all. I get these shooting pains all through here. And don't try to tell me it's the vapors. I know what the vapors are. I have had the vapors.
Oh, are you new here?
Yep.
Perfect. I take this perfectly plain piece of parchment paper. Notice has no folds, creases, or concealed pockets of any kind.
It's a nut house!
No, wait!
Oh, you're the one, I guess.
Sure, I'm Prince Dauntless, the Drab.
Well, glad to have met you.
No, please, don't go. I like you. Everybody does. Well, almost everybody.
Dauntless, I'd really like to stay, but I wouldn't want to come between you and your mother, so I better just face the facts, cut my losses, and head back to the swamps.
But I really like you.
You do? Why?
You swam the moat.
Oh, Dauntless, I know I swam the moat, but that's not the real me. I'm not like that. Actually, I'm shy! Sure.
You ought to see her swim, Mama. She's wonderful.
Yes, isn't she?
I like her, Mama. She swam the moat.
Oh, it's so cold!
Twice.
I don't need any help.
Can I marry her, Mama? Huh? Can I?
Marry her? Of course not. When you marry, if you marry, you will marry a real princess.
I have the honor to announce the arrival of Her Royal Highness, the Princess Winifred.
You're a little late. She's been here and gone.
Gone?
Yes, she's swimming home. That, Sir Harry, is no princess.
Ah, but she is, Your Majesty.
What?
That one, you jest.
On mine honor as a knight, I swear she is. I have her papers right here. Winifred, Princess of Ilkumkill, guardian of the Ragnarok Marsh Serpent and warden of the Ragnarok Marsh Lily. The inscription on her family crest reads, Tu Neside Malus Contradar Identidar Ito?
What does that mean?
Roughly, if at first you don't succeed,
Never
try
mind.
You see, she is a princess. At least a test, Mama. For me, please.
All right, we'll test her. The wizard and I will put on our thinking caps and come up with a nice, fair test, just as we always do, and I will prove to you that this girl cannot possibly be a princess. We'll test her for...
That's not my leg.
How crude. We'll test her for sensitivity. She'll have her test, and she'll fail just like all the others. Fair and square.
Fail what?
Every princess suing for my hand must pass a test to prove she is a real princess.
Well, what kind of test?
It's always highly secret.
Well, we'll worry about that later. Right now, I'd better get out of these wet clothes. Ugh.
May I show you part of the castle on the way to your room?
Sure.
You're awfully nice.
Well, you're nicer.
And good looking, too.
Oh, well, you're better looking. And you're nicer, too.
Well, you're a better swimmer.
Oh, Dauntless, you.
I'm so excited. Sir Harry is back. Yes, and he's brought us a sweet princess. Have you seen her? Well, neither have I, but I'm sure she's as delicate as an orange blossom. And I'm to be her lady in waiting. Sir Harry arranged it. Isn't he thoughtful? He arranges everything.
And what's wrong? You're worried? About what? Who? A lady? How many? 2 syllables? First syllable. Lady, no, bird. Bird, oh, auk, bluebird, catbird, dove, eagle, finch, grouse, hawk, ibis, jay, lark.
Lady Larkin.
And a knight?
Which knight?
Sir Harry! Sounds like dust. Sounds like just?
Must. Must what? You're gonna start all over, right?
She's in trouble.
What kind of trouble?
Big trouble.
How many syllables?
She's going to have a baby. Does anyone else know? Sir Harry.
Of course, Sir Harry. But does anyone else know besides Sir Harry?
Well, we can keep a secret, but the question is, can you?
We know you can't talk, but you do manage to communicate. We have only 2 voices among us, and yet there's a third voice, a voice in disguise. You'll be hearing a trio and not a duet if you listen with both of your eyes. Kindly with both of your. We produce a unique and remarkable blend when we raise our 3 voices on high. We're like perfect accord from beginning to the king and the jester and I. Yet if one of our trio should ever depart, then the others would languish and die. We're like 3 different people with only one, the king and the jester and I. Sing hey naughty naughty, hey naughty naughty, hey diddle diddle. Strike up a tune on Though the bishop declares our behavior is rude, as he piously looks to the sky. 'Cause when he walks on by, we make noises so say the king and the jester,
The king and the minstrel.
Oh, the vintner makes wine from the grapes that he grows.
20 barrels were lost last July.
Where they went is a secret that nobody. Now the cook claims she's missing 1 chocolate cream roll and a fish that was ready to fry. Guess who's dining on pastry and fillet up? Sing hey naughty naughty, hey naughty naughty, needle and thimble. Crash us a clash on the. Now the morals are loose, but the queen is much worse on the sly. 'Cause when
good for the gander is good for the. Say the king and the jester, the king and the minstrel.
As if I didn't have enough trouble trying to protect my only son from every catchpenny princess that comes along. Now I'm surrounded by spies and traitors. Whom can I trust?
Me?
No one. And now I have another one of those princesses to cope with. I'm in no mood to sit for hours in a stuffy chamber and rack my brain over a test for that girl when I'm not feeling at all well. But that's the way Dauntless wants it. That's the way it'll be. She'll have her test.
Well, her papers seem to be in order.
I know, and the worst of it is that the foolish boy actually seems to like the girl. So we must think of a test that looks fair, and sounds fair, and seems fair, and isn't fair. When you got the idea of testing her sensitivity, I could have applauded right out loud. But exactly what?
Table manners?
No, that's not good enough. Sensitivity, sensitivity, I'm just loaded with that. In this one word is the epitome of the aristocrat. Sensitive soul and sensitive stomach, sensitive hands and feet. This is the blessing, also the curse of being the true elite. Common people don't know what exquisite agony is suffered by gentle people like me. Just get your hands off me. Think up a tricky test for that wretched moat-swimming princess.
Madam, may I suggest maybe we ought to?
Don't take all night, I'm not well, I need my rest. Not that I'll ever sleep on that lumpy mattress, so my poor back. Sensitivity, bane of royalty, that bed's a torture rack. Oh, I hate to sound grumpy, but my nerves are so jumpy. I am sure I could feel any lump, even if it were under the mattress and small as a pea. That's the answer, under the mattress. We'll test her tonight. One tiny pea beneath one thick downy mattress. Oh, but you're bright. Any genuine princess would feel it. If she doesn't, she's through. Get the tiniest pea and order one mattress. No, make it 2.
Why not 5?
10, I think, would be plenty. Better still, make it 20. And to play it safe in the event, even that's not enough to ensure that she sleeps. We'll give her a soothing sedative, won't we? You can whip up a drink. Something stunning. Oh, but you're devilish. I love the way you think. She's insensitive, so insensitive, she'll fall asleep, no doubt. Oh, but you're clever, brilliant, a genius. You are divine. Get out.
Well, it certainly feels good to get into something dry. This old dress was just soaked.
Your Highness, the king has asked to meet the young lady.
Why? He's never asked before.
He heard she swam the moat.
Oh, Dauntless, is your father anything like your mother? Because if he isn't...
Oh, no. My father is silent.
Then I'd love to meet him.
Papa, this is Princess Winifred.
Your Highness, the king welcomes you. And he wishes for me to say that he hopes you'll get 100 on the test tomorrow.
Ah, well, thanks.
My father never touches his crown to his heart unless he really means it.
Alas, madame, the king is mute, or he would speak for himself. He's still under a curse cast by a witch long ago. The curse says, King Seximus will never talk unless the mouse devours the hawk.
Until the mouse devours the hawk. Well, can't you just get a big mouse and a itsy bitsy little hawk and I'm just...
We tried that once, but the mouse got scared and ran away, and the hawk bit Daddy.
Yeah. Well, let me just get this test under my belt and we'll figure something out. Don't you worry. It certainly has been a pleasure meeting His Majesty. A short while ago, I had the pleasure of meeting Her Majesty. Well, that is a nice man.
Your Majesty, I think you better speak to Prince Dauntless very soon about,
About what?
Dauntless, your father feels that he has been neglecting his duty. And now that you're old enough to get married, he thinks you ought to have a little chat, man to man.
You mean about things? You mean now?
Your father wants to wait until later. He wants to look up a few things first.
Well, I certainly do almost like both your parents, Dauntless.
We want you to be happy here, and we know it's a lot different from what you're used to.
Well, yeah, as a matter of fact, it is. It is a little bit hard making the adjustment to dry land and everything.
You must feel like a fish out of dry water.
As a matter of fact, I do. You see, where I come from, we don't have any dry land. Oh, sure, some of the poor people do, but all the nobility live right in the swamp with our servants and our pets.
Oh, do you have pets?
Oh, we have lots.
Dogs?
Frogs. I come from the land of the foggy, foggy dew. Where walking through the meadow in the morning is like walking through glue. The swamps of home are brushed with green and gold at break of day. At break of day. The swamps of home are lovely to behold from far away. From far away. In my soul is the beauty of the bug. In my memory, the magic of the mud. I know that blood is thicker than water, but the swamps of home are thicker than blood. Where'er I roam, my heart grows dank and cold. My face grows gray when shadows fall and I hear the call of the swamps of home. I hear them calling me now, calling me back, calling me Winifred, 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 Winifred. Who do you think you are, girl of the swamp? You've gone too far, maid of the marshland. Give up the struggle. Listen to the voice of the swamp. Luggle, luggle, luggle. Where'er I roam, the whips of fate may smart, but deep down in my heart, one thought will abide and will ne'er be forgotten. Though I search far and wide, there is no land as rotten as the swamps of
Your Majesty, the ladies and I would like you to borrow some dresses while your garment is drying.
Why, thanks.
Ladies.
Dauntless, I have to get changed now.
You do? All right.
Dauntless, you know it's bad luck to see too much of the bride before the wedding.
May we show you the gowns now, Your Highness?
Yes.
Now here is the very latest thing from Oh, they do such lovely work, don't you think? Notice the fullness in the back and the window sleeves cut right down to the, oh, it's really you. It looks marvelous. Don't you think so, Lady Meryl?
Stunning. Would Her Highness like to look in the mirror?
Does Her Highness perhaps have a favorite color?
As a matter of fact, I do. You see, where I come from, we wear a lot of dark browns and earth greens, but I guess I'd have to say my favorite color is the one on my dress right here. Gooseberry. Well, just leave all of them, and the ones I can't use, I'll send back.
Very good, Your Highness. Lady Meryl, Lady Rowena.
No. Ooh. Oh. Yeah. Ugh. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna be so mad. Oh, come in.
I guess I won't need you, Emily. They've already sent a girl up here to do the floor. You're new here, aren't you?
Well, yes.
Well, remember, we're all here to do a job, and yours is just as important as everyone else's. Okay. Oh, dear, sweet Princess Winifred, you will pass the Queen's test. You will. Gramercy, my dear, you can't possibly clean the floor with such a small patch. You need a good, big, wet rag. Here, what's this?
That's my goose.
Just use this old thing. Look at this mess. What will my gentle princess think of me? Can you have any idea what it means to me to be lady-in-waiting to the blessed Winifred? Oh, Winifred, Winifred, what name is sweeter than that? And just look at this table. It's dripping wet. I'll use this. I can't bear to see the delicate beauty of my royal mistress in such a messy place. Get that, please. Quick, 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 quick. Oh,
Your Highness.
Harry!
you're what?
Oh, get up. You don't have to go through all the motions with me. Say, I'm awfully sorry about that. You know, the whole swimming the moat thing. I hope I didn't make a bad impression.
Not at all, Your Highness. If you'll just give your wet dress to one of the ladies in waiting, I'm sure she'll see that it's taken care of.
Oh, my thanks, but it's already been taken care of.
I see you've met my dear Lady Larkin.
Oh, this is little Larkin girl?
The very same, Your Highness.
Oh, Harry, she's beautiful and a bundle of energy.
When I gaze upon that captivating face, I realize how poor my description must have been.
Sir Harry is not very good at describing people, Your Highness.
Well, he may not know how to describe them, but he sure knows how to pick them. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to return all these to the 4th floor. Whew. Have a nice day.
I've never been so humiliated in my life.
What's the matter?
I thought she was a chambermaid.
What?
A chambermaid.
Larkin, how could you? How could you mistake the princess for a chambermaid?
How could I? How could you mistake that chambermaid for a princess?
Don't say such a thing. Just because you made a stupid mistake.
I made a mistake. Don't you dare blame this on me.
Well, I do blame it on you.
She was on her hands and knees scrubbing the floor.
Well, she's a real lady wherever she was. That's more than I can say for some people around here.
I hate you.
Well, I hate you too.
Get out.
Don't worry, I'm going.
Goodbye.
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 Ah!
After all, you're a wizard. You should be able to think of something that will help What's-Her-Name to sleep. Don't forget to whip up a sleeping potion and some of that good heavy incense. And find that hypnotic mirror, too. Wait, The most important thing is that she's tired out first. We'll have an official ball tonight and make what's-her-name dance till she drops. Now, what can we do? Do you know the Saracen Brawl? No, that's not tiring enough. I have it! We can do that new dance, the Spanish Panic. It's absolutely exhausting. Do you know it? Well, it's the rage in Venice. Everybody listen! There's to be an official ball tonight, and everyone is to attend. We're all going to do that new dance, the Spanish Panic, so you might as well learn it right now. The basic step is flip your skirts, open, close, right, right, right. It's just like the magic step, only forwards, just that easy. Suppose we all try it. Take partners, please. Prepare. Et. Don't you just love it? Doesn't it make you want to fly?
You sure you know what you are doing?
The seeker can't hide. Someone's coming. The queen! Queen! And this has to be the biggest, loudest ball we've ever had. And be sure to hire extra musicians for tonight's dancing. And tell the jester I want her to perform. Not that I'll be able to enjoy any of it with my back and that strange, nagging pain in my jaw. Oh, no one will ever know what I suffer.
What was she jabbering about? She's gonna make us do something?
What?
Exercise? Someone's coming.
Who is it?
I don't know. Lady Larkin, is something wrong?
No.
Well, we're glad of that anyway.
I felt a little faint, that's all. I was sitting in my room, sewing, when it got a little stuffy, so I just decided to come out here and get some air.
Well, I see you've decided to camp out for a while.
Oh, Your Majesty, you don't know, you just don't know. Can you have any idea what can happen to the relationship between a man and a woman? Well, I'm glad I found out when I did. It's better this way. I'm leaving.
You're leaving?
Yes, I'm leaving the service of the Queen forever.
That's a pretty big step to take all alone.
I have no choice.
You're leaving forever?
Yes.
You'll need help.
Who would help me?
I, my lady.
You want to take care of the Lady Larkin? Who's gonna take care of you? If you say so, Your Honor.
Chivalry demands that we protect a damsel in distress.
She's right.
But she'll have to travel light, the way a man does.
Yes, we can steal one of Prince Dauntless's suits.
No, I don't need help from anyone, thank you. I can go alone.
Over the wall?
Yes, I don't need help from anyone.
You'll be all right once you get past the water rats.
Rats?
Oh, yes. They live near the stagnant pools, near the quicksand.
Quicksand?
Beyond the wall, which you must climb.
Climb?
It's 22 feet and covered with slime.
Slime?
And infested with spiders.
Spiders?
So the spiders are sweet compared to the snakes.
Snakes?
On the other side.
Oh, they won't hurt you, unless you plan to go alone.
Well, I did, but if I'd known how dangerous it was out there.
Then you'd think a second thought and come with me. I know all the secret ways to set you free. Over the hills and to the open sea.
Then where?
Well, it's April, isn't it?
April?
Normandy is fine and fair, so Normandy is where we'll go. I can show you a beach where the peach blossom grows, and I know how to reach a man who knows a cozy inn, a friendly place with rows of windows facing the sea. This time of year, the air I hear is rare and clear and warm in Normandy. I know a meadow covered with mustard flowers, golden as the sun, where a wondrous thing can happen when an April day is done. There's a moment after the twilight when the sky is suddenly green, and the world stands hushed and waiting for the first white stars to convene. When you see that emerald sky, you'll know the reason why. There's not another place I'd rather be. Keep your Eldorado and farewell to Burgundy. Come fly with me, try those wings. Come swift, for we have things to do. Is there truly a beach where the peach blossom blows? Are you sure you can reach a man who knows a cause? There's jessamine and white lilac lace and with rows of windows facing the sea. This time of year, the air I hear is rare and clear, and don't be afraid. Heaven was made in Normandy.
What's that one word? Yes! How's it going, Harry, old boy?
Trey Benet.
Say, Harry, after the ball, we'll have a little picnic on the west parapet. Don't forget to bring the wine.
And something to spread on the ground. Harry, ask Mabel if she'd like to bring something.
Valley Vooz?
Yes!
again.
Oh!
Here you go. By the way, Dauntless, I was thinking, maybe you could give me a clue?
A clue?
Well, what sort of test does the queen usually give?
Well, with Mama thinking up the test, it might be almost anything.
Well, like what?
Oh, sometimes it's history.
Oh.
Sometimes it's dancing. Sometimes it's spelling.
Oh.
But sometimes it's a test of strength and endurance.
Oh?
For instance, one of the girls was supposed to lift this weight. She couldn't. I can't even lift it. But I know you'll pass. You don't have to worry.
Well, do you want me to pass? Then I'll pass.
Hey, I think you're wonderful.
By the way, Dauntless, I don't think I've ever told you, but my full name is Winifred the Woebegone. But Winifred's too formal. You can call me by my nickname.
Winnie?
Fred.
Fred. Oh, what a beautiful name. So straight. So strong. So you. I like you, Fred. I like you.
You're just saying those words to be kind.
No, I mean it, I love you, Fred.
He is out of his medieval mind.
I'm perfectly sane and sound. I've never felt better in my life. Everybody, everybody, everybody come and meet my incipient wife. I love a girl named Fred. My reasons must be clear. When she shows you all how strong she is, you'll stand right up and cheer.
With F and R and E and D and F-R-E-D, Fred, yeah!
I love the girl named Fred. She drinks just like the Lord. So sing a merry drinking song and let the wine be poured.
Fill the books overflowing, raising up and high. With F and R and E and D and F-R-E-D, Fred, yeah!
I love the girl named Fred. She sings just like a bird. You'll be left completely speechless and her gentle voice is heard.
Skibbity-bop, skibbity-bop, skibbity-bop! Fill the books overflowing, raising up and high. With an F and an R, an E and a D and an F-R-E-D, Fred, yeah!
I love the girl named Fred. She wrestles like a Greek. You will clap your hands in wonder at her fabulous technique.
Skibbity-bop, skibbity-bop! Fill the books overflowing, raising up and high. With an F and an R, an E and a D and an F-R-E-D, Fred, yeah!
I love the girl named Fred. She dances with such grace. You are bound to sing her praises till you're purple in the face.
Bravo, bravo, bravissimo, bravo! Bravissimo! Fill the books overflowing, raising up and high. With an F and an R, an E and a D and an F-R-E-D, Fred, yeah!
I love the girl named Fred. She's musical to boot. She will set your feet a tapping when she plays upon her lute.
Bravo, bravo, bravissimo, bravo! Bravissimo! Fill the books overflowing, raising up and high. With an F and R, an E and a D and an F-R-E-D, Fred, yeah!
I love the girl named Fred, a clever clownish witch. When she does her funny pantomime, your sides are sure to split.
Ha 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 ho 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 ha 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 ho!
I'm in love with a girl.
He's in love with a girl named F-R-E-D. Quiet, quiet. The queen insists on quiet. She's ordered 20 mattresses, the softest and the best. And she's threatened execution if we dare disturb the rest of her very special guest. She's ordered quiet, quiet. The queen insists on quiet. She's ordered 20 mattresses, the softest and the best. And she's threatened execution if we dare disturb the rest of her very special guest. She's ordered quiet.
Please. Sheets.
Right.
Pillows.
Right.
Blankets.
Right.
Mattresses.
Quiet, quiet. The queen insists on quiet. She's ordered 20 mattresses, the softest and the best. And she's threatened execution if we dare disturb the rest of her very special guest. She's ordered quiet, quiet. The queen insists on quiet. She's ordered 20 mattresses, the softest and the best. And she's threatened execution if we dare disturb the rest of her very special guest. She's ordered quiet.
Jester, stop
quiet.
her, stop
The
her,
queen
I
insists
say!
on
There she
quiet.
goes, down
She's
that
ordered
corridor.
20
Bring her
mattresses,
to
the
me.
softest and the
That's a
best.
fine
And she's
kettle of fish.
threatened
No, I want the
execution
truth.
if we
What is
dare
all this
disturb
noise
the
about
rest
anyway?
of her very
The moment
special
I
guest.
turn
She's
my
ordered
back,
quiet.
something outrageous
Quiet.
is always
The
going
queen
on in the
insists on quiet.
corridors.
She's ordered 20 mattresses, the softest and the best. And she's threatened execution if we dare disturb the rest of her very special guest. She's ordered quiet. Quiet. The queen insists on quiet. She's ordered 20 mattresses, the softest and the best. And she's threatened execution if we dare disturb the rest of her very special guest. She's ordered quiet. Quiet. The queen insists on quiet. She's ordered 20 mattresses, the softest and the best. And she's threatened execution if we dare disturb the rest of her very special guest. She's ordered quiet. Quiet. The queen insists on quiet. The queen ordered 20 mattresses, the softest and the best. And she's threatened execution if we dare disturb the rest of her very special guest. She's ordered quiet. Quiet. The queen insists on quiet. She's ordered 20 mattresses, the softest and the best. And she's threatened execution if we dare disturb the rest of her very special guest. She's ordered quiet. Quiet. The queen insists on quiet. She's ordered 20 mattresses, the softest and the best. And she's threatened execution if we dare disturb the rest of her very special guest. She's ordered quiet. Quiet. The queen insists on quiet. She's ordered 20 mattresses, the softest and the best. And she's threatened execution.
Knew I couldn't trust you, you wretch. Now I want the truth. What is going on around here? What are you up to? What? There's something going on around here. What's under the mattress? It's a dead body! Pull those away. Well, what are you doing? Explain yourselves.
It's just a joke, Your Majesty. This boy and I go outside and wait for me, Lancelot.
Lancelot. Wait! Lady Larkin. Take those things up to what's-her-name's chamber. Mattresses, too.
Your Majesty.
Quiet! What are you doing in that ridiculous getup?
Please.
Silence! And why weren't you at the ball?
Your Majesty.
Shut up! And why are you with this minstrel? Answer me! Well, speak up.
Well,
You were running away, is that it? You were running away.
Larkin!
Why, you low-born, ungrateful little sneak. Is this the thanks I get for treating you as my own daughter? Just look at you, one of my girls running off with the minstrel.
Your Majesty, the Lady Larkin is innocent. I'll tell you the truth. I forced her to leave against her will.
That's not true.
Why, you low...
Just a moment.
Larkin, what are you doing with the minstrel?
What are you doing with that woman?
Just a moment.
You go to your room.
Don't tell me what to do, you libertine.
Quiet! May I remind you that you are still one of my ladies-in-waiting. Get above stairs where you belong and prepare what's-her-name for bed.
Your Majesty,
Do
please.
as I say. And may I remind you, Sir Harry, that you're still one of my knights. Step forward. And you, relax. Sir Harry, I order this minstrel banished. I want her out of this kingdom by daybreak. Sextimus! Go to bed. I don't want you wandering around in the dark all night. And the rest of you, listen closely. There is a little girl upstairs who is dog-tired.
No, she's going to study for her test.
All right, let her study, but when she's done, I want her to get a good night's sleep. So I want quiet around here, do you understand? I want quiet, and I'll get quiet if I have to scream the palace down! Quiet!
Quiet, quiet. The queen insists on quiet. She's ordered 20 mattresses, the softest and the best, and she's threatened execution if we dare disturb the rest of her very special guest. She's ordered quiet, quiet. The queen insists on quiet. She's ordered 20 mattresses, the softest and the best, and she's threatened execution if we dare disturb the rest of her very special.
Some.
Some. S-U-M. Some? Okay.
Summer.
Summer. S-U-M-E-R. Summer.
Good. Well, if Mama tests you in literature or spelling, you're sure to pass, Fred. That leaves history.
History. Well, that takes in quite a lot, but let's go ahead and give it a whirl.
The first chapter is called The Bravery of Prince Waldear.
Waldear.
Young Waldear, wishing to slay the dragon Fafnir.
Wait, who?
Wishing to slay the dragon Fafnir.
Fafnir.
Takes his father's sword, Minning. Disguised as the west wind, he goes into the forest, surprises Fafnir in his lair, and slays him, whereupon he is enabled to understand the speech of birds. Meanwhile, Waldear's father, Albrich, disguised as the sacred goat, tells him that the spirit of Gunther...
But I thought that was... Did you read for a page boy?
No.
Sorry, son, you got the wrong room. But, wait, aren't you Larkin?
Yes, Your Highness.
What's the matter?
I
have a suit just like that.
I am in disguise, Your Highness. I was running away.
I see. Well, go ahead and sit down.
But the queen has ordered me
Never mind what the queen has ordered. Dauntless, can you pull up a chair?
But Your Highness,
Never mind. Just go ahead and sit down. Just go ahead and sit down. Here you go. Now, tell me, what's this all about?
I'll just go out on the parapet and stand there in the rain and catch a chill and die, and that'll show him.
Show him what?
He'll be sorry.
Who?
Horrible Harry.
You mean Big Nice Harry?
Wait. What did you do to him?
What did I do to him?
Well, I'm sorry, but you're talking the way I did once when I was way too scared to go home because I'd given my little brother a bloody lip. It was an accident, but still.
We had a little disagreement.
And so you decided to run away.
He said some perfectly horrible things to me.
Then I get it. I guess the only thing you can do is pack up and get out. Unless, of course, you just go up to him and say you're sorry, and I'm sure he will too. You see, that Harry is a wonderful boy, and he really loves you. I mean, we were on the road for 2 weeks, and he never stopped talking about you.
Oh, Your Highness.
Now, go ahead and get into your own clothes and just say you're sorry, and I'm sure he will too.
Dear Princess, I don't know how to thank you. If it's a girl, I'm going to name her Fred.
Oh.
What if it's a boy?
Oh. Dauntless, you'd better go to bed and leave the history book.
I'm positive you're going to pass Mama's test tomorrow. Well, I'm pretty sure. If you don't, I'll understand.
Okay, let's see. And so the young Prince Waldair, having slain the dragon Fafnir, with the sword Minning, rescued the princess Frigga, and together they mounted his horse Trigga, and together they rode to the castle Wunderbar, and where they got married and lived happily ever after. Well, I'm glad. They all lived happily, happily, happily ever after. The couple is happily leaving the chapel eternally tied. Oh. Happily tied. When the fairy tale ends, the heroine's always a bride. Ella, the girl of the cinders, did the wash in the walls and the windows, but she landed a prince who was brawny and blue-eyed and blonde. Still, I honestly doubt that she could ever have done it without that crazy lady with the wand. Cinderella had outside help. I have no one but me, fairy godmother, 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 where can ya be? I haven't got a fairy godmother. I haven't had a godmother. I have a mother, a plain ordinary woman. Snow White was so pretty, they tell us that the queen was insulted and jealous when the mirror declared that Snow White was the fairest of all. She was dumped on the border, but was saved by some men who adored her. And I grant you, they were small, but there were 7 of them, practically a regiment. I'm alone in the night, not myself, not a dwarf, not an elf, not a goblin inside. Oh, sure, the queen gave her a poisoned apple, but even so, she lived happily, happily, happily ever after. Happily, happily ever after. A magical kiss counteracted the apple eventually. Though I know I'm not clever, I'll do what they tell me I have to. I want some happily ever after to happen to me. Rapunzel had platinum tresses that were double the length of her dresses. She was locked in a tower for years by a wicked old witch. Then one night in Despair Town, she scrambled by letting her hair down. That's what I call quite a switch. I wonder, oh, it'll never hold. I'll be finished before I begin. And besides, I don't want to get out. I want to get in. I want to get into some happily, happily ever after. I want to walk happily out of the chapel eternally tied. But I know that I'll never live happily ever after. Till after I'm a bride, then I'll be happily happy. Yes, happily happy. And thoroughly
tyrant, just because you won
Now
this
see here, this minstrel is charged with trying to transport a young woman out of kingdom against her will. That is a serious offense.
She didn't do it. It was a frame-up.
You've got it all wrong.
She was protecting the Lady Larkin. Stay out of this, please.
Sir Harry, I can't leave yet. There's someone I must see first.
Who?
The wizard. I want your permission to speak to the wizard.
Yes, yes.
No, permission denied.
Sir Harry, you're a fathead.
Yes, you are. She's trying to help. We're all trying to help.
How can you help?
By finding out what the test is from the wizard.
Don't you understand? This is all for you.
Let me go to the wizard.
No, if anyone should defy the wizard's magic, I should.
No, you must stand guard. This is my job. You might get hurt. You can't come, and that's final.
What's the matter, Papa?
The king mustn't come with us.
I'll get rid of him. Your Majesty, it's time to have that chat now.
Well, some other time.
Dauntless, your father wants to talk with you right now. It's very important.
It is.
It can't be put off. Do your duty, sire.
What's the matter, Papa? What do you want to talk about? Well, Papa? Stop. Look. Listen. Little prince. Boy. Flower. Girl. Flower. Boy flower, girl flower. Oh, tell me more. I want to know about what getting married is for. Seed. Fall. From girl flower. And by, baby flower. Grow. Ah, but why? Oh, tell me why. Oh, Father, tell me, Father, don't be shy. Boy flower, girl flower, love each other. Boy flower, father, girl flower, mother. Yes, yes, but how? It's very interesting, but how? Oh, tell me now. On boy flower. Boy flower dust. Ah, gets on bee. Bee flies to girl flower. Dust touches girl flower. See? Oh, I see. Boy flower, girl flower. Love each other. Boy flower, father. Girl flower, mother. Yes, yes, but how? It's very interesting, but how? Oh, tell me now. Sounds like Harry. Married. Man and woman get married. Winifred in white. And then one night. Yes, yes, one night. It's very interesting what happens in the night. What happens? Oh, Father, tell me, please. Shall I go and pick some flowers? Shall I go and catch some bees? Princess Winifred and I will get married. And then one night, the stork. the stork will come and bring us a baby? Oh, Papa, I know all about the stork. Mama told me about that years ago. No, wait a minute, Papa. Flower, seed, man, woman, bee, baby, small. It isn't the stork, it isn't the stork, it isn't the stork at all. Oh, life is grand, it's very interesting. I think I understand. I think I know. It's very interesting. Then, Father and Father, I thought so.
Pardon, Sir Wizard.
What do you want?
Our dear friend the minstrel is a great admirer of yours.
No soft soap, if you please.
This is not soft soap, sir. And I wouldn't even be saying it except for the fact that I've been banished. And before I go, well, I hope this won't embarrass you, but I just had to tell you what a great artist you are, Cardamon.
Cardamon, do not call me by that name.
I use that name with honor, sir. I don't think I'll ever forget seeing you in command performance at Glastonbury in '92. What a show. What a triumph. You took 7 curtain calls.
8.
Do you happen to remember a little girl in the second row who stood up and yelled bravo that night?
Yes?
I was that girl.
I can't believe it.
Yes, well, now I'm in show business too. And if it's of any interest to you, it was your inspiration that brought this about.
You must belong to the guild.
Woo! Shing. Fa la 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 la.
Whee!
Ta-da!
Camelot Local, 7/14. To think someone remembers those days.
Yes, well, I just had to tell you what that performance meant to me, Cardamon. I'd better be going now.
No, wait. For you.
Thank you.
Please, have a seat.
No, the queen wouldn't like it if she knew I was still around.
Never mind her. This is between you and me.
Anyways, you're probably busy with that big test for tomorrow.
The test is already taken care of.
I don't suppose you could tell an old guild sister what it is.
I'm sort of under oath.
I understand. Well, I better be going then.
Before you go, may I borrow your handkerchief?
What handkerchief?
And some people think my jokes are pretty foul.
Cardamon the Great.
I bet you can't guess what the test is about.
Astronomy?
Nope. Sensitivity.
Ooh, sensitivity. Did you hear?
Now, let me tell you more about the test. It involves a... No, I really shouldn't.
I'll go. But before I do, may I ask a favor?
What is it?
May I have these
What for?
as a memento of the good old days and of my father?
Keep it.
Thank you.
Jester.
La 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 la.
Ta-da!
Thank you.
That was a wonderful thing you did for the jester, Cardamon.
Well, for her father's sake.
Say, I don't actually have to get out of here until daybreak. Why don't you and I go down to the wine cellar, split a bottle, and talk some more about, talk some more.
I love to, but I started something first, and I'd like to finish that. You go on ahead, and I'll join you in 2 seconds.
I'll be waiting.
Good soup.
What seems to be the problem, Jester?
Oh, nothing.
You know what? You should tell me a joke.
Have you ever heard of my father, Sliding Peter Jingle?
Is that supposed to be funny?
I don't know.
I'm out of here. Looks like the clown has lost her touch.
Far from sentimental or romantic. And I like to think I'm strictly up to date. But at times the dances get too frantic in these hectic days of 1428. So indulge me if I pause to raise my chalice from a quaint and charming dance they used to do in the days when my dear father played the palace back in 1390. My dad was debonair and quite as light as air. In his very soft shoes, how he could dip and glide and skip and slip and slide. In those very soft shoes, I used to stand and watch him every day. He was always smooth and cool. I used to love to hear the people say, he's a regular dunce and a fool. Oh, he could touch the grip and never made a sound. But I've noticed in all his reviews that when he took his vow to the crowd and the crowd went crazy and the house came down when Daddy wore his very soft shoes.
Took his vow to the crowd and the crowd went crazy and the house came down when Daddy wore his very soft shoes.
Oh, Harry. I was trying to run away, but it's only because I thought you didn't love me. Thought you didn't love me? But even if you don't love me, I can't love anyone but you, and I want to be near you if I can. As long as I can. Oh, Harry, I don't blame you if you've changed.
Well, in a way I have. Yesterday I loved you as never before. But please don't think me strange. I've undergone a change, and today I love you even more. My heart cannot be trusted. I give you fair warning. I openly confess. Tonight I love you less than I will tomorrow
Yesterday I loved you as never before, but that was long ago, and now it's best you know that today I love you even more. My heart cannot be trusted. I give you fair warning. I tremble at your touch, not nearly half so much as I will tomorrow morning.
Yesterday seemed as lovely to me as anyone ever could be. Now I see what tricks my eyes can play. Yesterday I must have been utterly blind, or else I was out of my mind, for I find you so much lovelier today.
My heart cannot be trusted. I give you fair warning.
For
In a
yesterday
little
I
while,
loved
just a
you
little while,
as
you and I
never
will be 1, 2, 3, 4.
But that was
In a
long
little while, I will
ago,
see your smile.
and now it's
On the
best
face of
you
my
know
son to
that
be
today
forever
I
and
love you
ever.
even
It's the way I have it
more.
planned.
My heart cannot be trusted. I give you fair warning. I openly confess. Tonight I love you less than I will tomorrow morning.
17, 18, 19, 20. That should do it. And one small pea that I had to bring all the way up from the pantry, all the way up the most killing stairs in the kingdom. There. You can come in now. Did you bring all of the things? The hypnotic mirror?
Yes, madam.
And the rest of the things?
Yes, madam.
And the girl? Where is the girl? Doesn't she know it's long past bedtime? You'd think she'd be dropping from exhaustion. Oh, it's you. Ready for bed? you must be sure to get a good night's sleep so you'll be fresh early tomorrow morning for your trip back to your kingdom or wherever you're going. Bring the hypnotic mirror. And the incantation.
Here it is, Your Majesty.
Yes. Silken swishing sibilance wraps us in a gentle trance. Deep in Morpheus's arms we lie. Off we go to Betty by.
I think I'm getting a sty right here.
Ugh. Bring the poppy and mandragora incense. Drowsy incense, sweet aroma, wraps us in a gentle coma. Murmuring voices seem to say, Mr. Sandman's on his way. Oh, that ought to get us to sleep, shouldn't it? The sleeping draught.
Here, madam.
Yes, always drink a little extract of opium and warm milk before bed, I always say. Drink it down. Well, at least one person in this castle is going to get a good night's sleep. And just to make sure you have no trouble drifting off, I have prepared a special treat. Bring on the Nightingale of Samarkand. Who has the Nightingale of Samarkand? Naturally, I have to do everything myself. All right, sing. Stop! You were brought here to put a live princess to sleep, not wake a dead one. Let's have a lullaby, birdie, nice and soft. Yay, verily. Now, my dear, why aren't you in bed?
Almost there.
Help her up. Well, at least one person in this castle is going to sleep well. That's more than I can say for myself.
What are you, some kind of nut? All right, lumps. Watch out! All right, let's take it from the top. Good night, everyone. Sleep well. 20 soft, downy mattresses, huh? I'm gonna sleep like a baby. Quiet! All right, sheep, I'm ready when you are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Darling, let Mother fix it.
It's all right, Mama. I can dress myself.
Well, far be it from me to interfere, precious.
I can do it!
Why are you wearing that so early in the morning?
Well, today's the test, Mama. And I want to look my best for...
The test is all over, sweetheart.
Huh?
The test is over, darling boy.
But, Mama, when was it? What was it?
Well, it was last night. We put her to bed on top of 20 soft, downy mattresses with a pea under the bottom one to test her sensitivity. And of course, the pea would have kept a real princess awake.
And she slept?
Well, darling, I'm sure I don't know, but she was practically falling asleep even before she got into bed, yawning like a vulgar scullery maid. I mean, she looked ghastly, darling, and old enough to be your... Oh, well, we'll see.
Oh, Fred.
Control yourself. They'll be here in a minute.
If she doesn't pass, she'll just die.
Oh, be quiet. Look, here comes the queen.
And someday, dear, we'll find a true princess for you, so don't worry. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Your Majesty.
All here to see the princess on her way. Since she's such a favorite of ours, I have decided that she should receive an extra special consolation prize. Sir Studley.
Here you go, Your Majesty. A very thoughtful gift.
Charming, charming. Dauntless! And where is our little slug-a-bed? She should be getting an early start. Oh, here she is now. She's not even dressed yet. She must have slept like a baby.
37,428.
37,428 what?
Sheep. What do you stuff your mattresses with? Jousting equipment?
What do you mean?
I mean, that bed ought to be moved down to the torture chamber.
You didn't sleep?
I never even shut my eyes.
You've passed!
Past what?
The test. Mama put a pea under 20 mattresses, and you felt it. And now we can be married.
A pea under 20 mattresses, huh? Yeah, no wonder in black and blue.
Now don't you think she's pretty?
No, she's not pretty. She's beautiful.
20 mattresses, huh? Well, Dauntless, I'm going to leave the wedding arrangements up to you, and I have a feeling that you're going to want to start looking for a small kingdom for us, because I don't think we're going to be wanting to live with the in-laws.
She's going to get cold sleeping out here in the hall. I'd better take her up to her room.
Dauntless, wait.
What should I wait for, Mama?
Well, to give this matter proper consideration.
She's passed the test, and now I have to take her up to our room.
Now you listen to your mother. Throughout this heartbreaking process of trying to find a true princess for you, I have never nagged, never interfered, and never expected one solitary word of sympathy.
Shh, Mama, she's asleep.
But I will not stand by and watch you throw yourself away on this little nobody.
Mama, quiet.
I mean, she may have passed the test, but I never trusted those shifty eyes or that mean little mouth or that little...
I told you to shut up!
It happened! The prophecy! The mouse devoured the hawk!
Look, the queen. She can't talk.
What?
I can!
The king speaks!
And I've got a lot to say.
Well, good night.
Unhand the boy. You've had it coming at Agravain, and you've got it. From now on, when I say hop, you hop. Hop! Jump! Skip! Hop! Jump! Skip!
But it wasn't the pea!
It wasn't the pea, it wasn't the pea at all. recognize a lady by her elegance.